Mm. Happy evening, people. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. So, how many of you here has attended the session yesterday? Can I get some hands up and some plus ones in the chat? I see. I see. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, a lot of you actually. That's great. That's great. Okay, so before actually starting today's session, make sure to have all the prerequisites that we've shown you yesterday. I've sent the link to their download files in the WhatsApp group. So just make sure that you've installed all of them. We'll just wait for a few other minutes and we'll start the session. Yeah, we'll just wait for the others to join as well. Thank you. So, how many of you here has actually practiced the HTML and CSS yesterday? How many of you have practiced using code yesterday? I want some interaction in the chat as well. Come on, guys. I don't see much interaction in the chat. Okay. Tarun has practiced. Krishnamurti, Zulfa, Santosh. Nice, nice, guys, nice. So, is there any doubts in the previous session? If there's any doubts, is there any doubts? I hope there is no doubts. Okay, okay, nice. Right. Okay, no doubts. Okay. Okay, Karthik D. Bro can't able to sign into the source graph to use Kodi. Try logging in with your GitHub account or try logging in with your Google account. Either one of those will work. Or try uninstalling Kodi and try reinstalling it again. That will probably solve your issue. Any other issues here, guys? So, guys, I'll hand over the session to Sujan and he'll continue with today's session, guys. Have a great session right now.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a great Sunday today. Yes. So, welcome back to Full Stack Foundation, a 7-day AI powered web development workshop. So, like, lot of doubts are there, lot of issues are there, right? Can't able to sign in with the code. Okay, I will help you with this. So, everything fine. As Nasser asked previously, how many of you attended yesterday's session and how many of you practiced the yesterday's session as well? If you didn't attend the session, how many of you saw the recording and you have gone through the YouTube recording? Okay, okay, that's a good number. Like more than 20 people are there. So okay, like how many of you people were absent yesterday? How many of you didn't like not able to attend yesterday meet? Like only if I know the data, I would be able to like continue with the session. Okay, some of you were not able to attend the session yesterday, right? Okay, fine. That's not ever issues, right? So let me introduce myself for the ones who didn't attend it yesterday. So I am Susan, founder and CEO of Diffuse AI, and I am a freelancer of full stack development since 2 years. So I have made a lot of clients, and we have made websites for 15 Indian clients, two overseas, and one MNC as well. So like we are here to teach you about full stack development, a 7-day AI powered web development workshop, right? So now like what yesterday the content as well and today's content as well will teach you today. Let's have an overview of the content, right? So let's start by saying our quote of the editor, which is, this is not just an another learning academy, this is the future of learning, right? So we are not going to provide outdated curriculums and no meaningless certifications, just fluid evolving skills that make you unstoppable. Right? Shall we start the session, guys? We need interactivity. It's not in that much formal session. Let's make this as interact as possible, right? So put plus ones in the chat section if you want me to continue the session. Put plus one. Put plus one. I need a lot of plus ones to be appeared in the chat section. Wow. Right. Plus ones. Good. 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 Okay, everyone have to be attentive during my class, right? So let's get into this full stack foundation, right? And we have the syllabus of the 7-day workshop today, and you people can see this. Uh, so far, we have covered day one, our onboard for our onboard plus the introduction foundational AI tools, and we have seen about basics of HTML, CSS, and all, right? So, what we have to do today, we are going to learn about some of the AI tools which can help us with developing landing pages, developing HTML and CSS pages, along with JavaScript, right? So, we are going to use few tools like we are covering today, and we are going to use some of the basic that we uh, learned yesterday, right? Let's see what is today's content and all. And as we said before the event and before the workshop itself, it's a 7-day workshop, but there is another gift for you, which is the 8th day, right? So the 8th day, it's a surprise for all of you guys. You can guess what's the surprise, and we are going to reveal it on the day 7, right? So we have a good surprise for you, and the people who really work hard and the people who really learn and who is really attentive, efficiently learning, will be given a gift by the end of the workshop, and will let you know about the process and all on the day 7, right? So let's start with second session, today's session. And we have covered all these tools installation yesterday, how to install Python, how to install VS Code, and how to install Node.js, and how to install the extensions of VS Code, and how to use HTML and CSS we have covered yesterday. And we are not able to cover JavaScript due to shortage of time, right? So will be covered today. And I think we have shared the links of all the platforms, all the softwares what you have to install in your system. So you kindly install if you don't have it, or else you are not able to come up with the workshop. So it'll be like 1 or 2 days. Will be having a gap, right? So kindly install it, and you can continue the session, right? So let's revise yesterday's classes for a few minutes of time. So you can see there is three objects are there, like three humans are there, right? So one is with a skeleton, one is wearing clothes and having skin. You can see a nice beard, hair, and shoes. So the third object is only having the nervous system, brain, and the functionalities, right? So guess what is HTML, what is CSS, and JavaScript in a website, and what matches these three things very exactly. Put answers in the chat section. Yes, I need answers. Like which is like HTML is one. You can match like this. HTML 1, 2, 3. So you can match HTML 1, 2, 3 and JS. You can match like that. 1, 2, 3. You can use that. Right. Okay. Section HTML 2 CSS. HTML for structure. Okay. JavaScript is 3. Okay. First HTML, second CSS, third JS. Good. HTML is the content. CSS decorate. Java is to connect. Good. Good. Right. All right. So let's reveal the answers. So HTML is like the skeleton of a human, and like which holds everything, right? So it is the basic functionality, like which is the structure. It is going to provide a proper structure for the human, the skeletons I'm talking about. The same like HTML is going to provide the structure for a website. It is going to have all the basic elements. It doesn't carry colors, it doesn't carry styles, it doesn't carry functionalities, but it carries the content, what exactly things, right? And the CSS which provides styling to the content, colors, fonts, sizes, gradients, flexboxes, and backgrounds. everything that is visually appealing will be provided by the CSS. So this is the basic two things which are required to run a website. And if you can open a lot of government websites 5 or 10 years ago, those websites will be 80% of HTML and 20% of CSS, because there will be not much visually appealing things. But in today's generation, whatever website comes to play, there is more than 60-70 percentage of CSS and color schemes playing role rather than the content, right? So we need very visually appealing things to be like easily click into that and easily get into that. Even Editou's website is very colorful, and you can get into the registration page, like it is showing very good, right? So that's why we use colors in a very good way, so that people will like the colors and enter into the website. That's why we use CSS. So we have covered the HTML and CSS and the JavaScript. So whenever you click through buttons, whenever you redirect to some links, whenever you access some data, fetch or receive data or send your data to some other platforms, all the connections made, all the API calls, all the functionalities you'll be watching is JavaScript. So this is the basic definition, right? So you can take a snapshot, a screenshot of this to identify it later, or whenever you forgot, you can revise it, right? Even the material, class material will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So the next thing what we have to see, the HTML file section, right? So we have three things. You can just look into this outer bars, the blue color ones. So this is the header file, right? Where we have everything defined inside the header, where we connect CSS, where we connect the neighbor, everything will be in this header file. So, and we have this main section in the HTML programming language, like the markup language, where we define all the content, all the like header files, like every text files, button files. So everything will be in the main section. All the content will be in the main section. And footer file to close it. And whenever you see a website, there is a last section where users will be navigating to other links, other pages as well, sub pages as well. So those content will be stored in the footer file. So consider this box as HTML programming language, and HTML programming language is divided by three sections, which is header file, main file, and footer file. So in these three storage areas, we have these sub storage areas where we store content. Like in the header file, we'll store navigations, links, and connections to CSS. In main, we'll store the content of the programming language and the website, everything. And footer will have the navigation links and ending topics of the website, right? Is this clear? Is this clear to all of you? Put +1 in the chat section, or put +1 in the chat section, or just give a thumbs up, right? Okay. Okay, that's good. So let me take you to the next slides. We saw p tag, right? Yesterday we saw about the p tag, what is p tag and how it's going to work. So p tag stands for paragraph. So whenever you can define a text in the HTML language, you can define this p tag, and inside p tag you can use the language, right? And inside this p tag, I am using this b tag. B is to make the letters bold. See, you can see here, HTML is the standard is in the normal p tag. After that, we have opened the b tag, and we are making it markup language. So it is showing us bold, right? So this is where we use the bold tag to make the letters bold in the HTML markup language. And then we have unbolded words like for web pages in the p tag, right? So we use HTML to store the content of the website, where we can use lot of tools, right? So this exact code defines what CSS code should be look like, right? So we are using a selector. This p is a selector. In this p tag, you can give the class name. You can in this p and the cursor, you can just put space and type class equal to p, and this p will be linked. So that's how CSS and HTML will be linked across pages. And this p tag, you can open this curly bracket or set bracket, however it called. You can open these brackets, and you can define the name, like the parameter which you are going to use, right? Either it is a color, either it is a font size or font name. Everything you have to code. That's what we have in CSS. So I'm going to define the color and I'm going to put this colon, and I can see this color, which is red. So this is the property, and the value I'm going to give is the property valuation, right? Together, both together is called as declaration inside a bracket, right? So this is how we should code in CSS. This is a basic example, but it applies to the all the code in CSS, and this applies in HTML all the code, right? So are you clear? Are you clear of this both HTML and CSS code structure? Put +1 in the chat. If you have any kind of doubts in between the session, wherever you are, whatever the doubt is, please feel free to put your doubts in the chat section. We are here to help you, right? So whatever doubt comes, we are ready to solve the doubt, and we are ready to provide you a conceptual clarity, right? So if you have any doubts, you can add in the chat section. Let me know. I'm continuously watching the chat section, so I can able to provide you the solutions you need, right? So let's go. Let's start new content, that is actual today content. We have done revision of the previous content, and let's go to today's session, right? So that is introduction to tools, AI tools for website development. And today is gonna play a very crucial day within this 7 days workshop, because we are going to tell you about 4 types of tools. The tools will play very crucial role in the web development journey, entire web development journey. So you'll be able to do, if you have mastered these 4 tools, you'll be able to like do any kind of websites in any kind of company. You'll be able to work as a website developer in the current age, right? So you have to master 4 tools along with some of the structures of the programming languages that you are going to do program with, and some of the tools which you can use efficiently. This is enough to be a web developer. This is enough to be a intern web developer at any kind of companies, right? So, and these are the 4 tools what I'm going to suggest you guys today, right? You can take a screenshot of this, or you can take the reference. So can anyone name these 4 tools? 3 of the names is already visible, right? So what is the first tool? We have it out. Okay, if you use 2p tag, but we need to change style for only 1p tag. Yes, Tarun Ramesh, you can use 2p tags with 2 different class names and define any one of the class name which you have to change style in CSS and change for particular thing. Exactly, we showed you the H1 and H2 style differentiation in CSS, right? The same thing you can apply in the p tag. You can define a class name, right? Yesterday we have used title 1 and title 2, right, in H1 and H2, and we have shown you the different color changing in the style.css. So same like that, you can use p tag, right? I think your doubt is solved. All right, till the end of the session, I will show you practically. So people, I need you to put what is these tools, and like if you are in webinar 1, webinar 2, you would be knowing about this one tool, bolt.new. Santosh, yes, Santosh, you are correct. Santosh told that this is Versal AI. Okay, fine. Karthik D is telling this is bold.new. Okay. And what is this, people? This is Project IDX. I know. Don't type Project IDX, but what it does? I need what exactly the Project IDX does. These 4 tools are in website. We can use it anywhere from world. They are not the softwares. These are tools which we can use in the browsers like Chrome, Edge, or any other browsers, right? Okay, let me show you these 4 tools. Are you ready? Let's dive into practical session. Let's quit this PowerPoint slide and let's get into the practical session. Are you ready? Put +1 in the chat. Put +1s in the chat section. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to share my entire screen for you. Yes. So let go to the four tools what I have told you, right? The first one is v0.dev. We'll share you the link in the chat section. You can also get into this tool. So this is a tool by Versal, that is VERDEL, right? So Versal is a tool where they're inventing a lot of developing tools. They are giving tools for software engineers, they are giving tools for website developers, and they are giving tools for backend developers as well, right? So this v0.dev is a great tool where we can get lot of resources from the community, we can get lot of website resources from the community, and you can edit those websites, you can change the name of the website and make it yours. So it is as simple as possible. So using templates and using content edition, you can use this v0.dev vessel tool as efficient as possible, right? So what is very good in this vessel, right? So I'm going to ask this vessel tool, I'm going to tell this vessel tool, build an website for what to tell. Yeah, we have a company, right? So let's tell the company, or if you have any company in your mind, let me know the company, guys, in the chat section. So I will develop your company using this versal.new, right? If you have any company names, organization names, let me know in the chat section. I will develop a website for the company within 5 to 10 minutes of time. Entire website within 5 to 10 minutes of time. Sri Hari Silk. Okay. Vignesh, diffuse. Wow, thanks, man. Thanks for giving suggesting as my company. We do have a website already. Sri Hari's Silks, where it is a clothing brand and so the best silk cloths, right? So I'm going to give this prompt to the v0.dev, build a website for Sri Hari Silks, where it is a clothing brand and we do serve people with best silk cloths, right? So I have given this prompt and I'm going to tell this v0.dev. Yeah, so it is building, right? So it is thinking like how to structurize the website and what to build within this. So it is defining the code within fraction of seconds, right? So this is an very much efficient tool where users can come across and just give the prompts of the company or the organization they want to build websites for, and it will generate all the code what they need. So even we don't know what is React, and even we don't know how to import some of the statements from React, right? But this tool helps us to make this everything and give us the code with us, so that the code can be used for the industry and web development purpose, right? So let's check how this code comes for the preview, right? So you can check the preview is streaming. So let's see how the preview is going to look like. So it has defined page.txs and it's going to define a lot of pages. And within this side, you can see a status bar where it is showing the versions. So it has completed app page.txx, and in the app folder, it has developed collection page.txs. So everything is done, right? So like this, it will generate each of the pages and make this deployed. Let's see how it's going to support us. So meanwhile, it's going to develop this code generation for the website. I will tell you more about this, right? So v0.dev default by default it develop codes in React.js, right? So once it done with the React.js, we have to import the React module elements. So these are the files which are called as uh, the library, the design library of React. So we have to use npm install these libraries, so where our computer can install these libraries in our local. So whenever use this code files from the online, we have to install the libraries using npm command or npx command. So npm command is the one where you can use npm to download the React frameworks and libraries as well. You can see a lot of libraries are there in our within our code, right? So all the codes libraries can be installed with single command called npm install. That's it, or npm install package.json, right? So we are here. I think we got our website almost done, and we are getting the preview, right? So yeah, this is our preview. So for Srihari Silks, we got an good website. You can check this in full screen, right? Yes. So who suggested this for us? Santosh, right? Yeah. So for Santosh, we have created the website, and images are loading within this. All the images are loading within this v0.dev. So once the images are loaded, the website looks very good and clean, right? So this is how you can generate websites within fraction of time, right? So let me do this website. Let me tell you this website where it. So all these websites developed by v0.io, we can will be able to use this website whenever we download the file such in the Vercel. We'll be able to import the file in the VS Code, right? I have already shown it to you in the webinar itself. So I will show you more about this too, right? So people, you can start trying, start using this like v0versal.dev, where you can use this AI tools for efficient coding and efficient code management. Okay, so you can have a view on this once the website is done. So, and we'll be giving you a mini task where you have to do the tasks and submit us today using these four tools, and will let you know about that by I'll be covering about the end of the tool, right? So once this is done, I will let you know about Bolt, right? We have already covered about Bolt in the webinar one. So Nasser is here to show you about bolt.new and execute the file structures and how it's going to be enabled in the VS Code and how things are good at it, right? So we'll come within a minute.
So hi guys, I hope Sujan, the explanation of Sujan was clear. Yeah. So I'll show you a small practical session on how to use Bolt actually. So yeah, give me a minute. So is my screen visible, guys? I hope it's visible. So this is the site's name. Okay. We click enter. We get redirected to the website. Yes. This is called Bolt. So this Bolt AI actually develops you the whole front end of a website. So what is the front end? Front end is the part of the website which interacts with the user. The part which interacts with the user is known as a front end of a website or an app or whatever it is. Right now, the AI is in a stage where AIs like Bolt, Lovable, P0.dev, and Project IDX, all of these AI tools are capable of developing the front end efficiently and in a very good manner, actually. But when it comes to the back end, AIs, there are AIs that do it in a good manner, but it's quite different than integrating it like Bolt and Lovable. So I'll give you a small practical session right now on how to use Bolt. The people who have attended the webinar too should have known how to use Bolt because we actually gave a small practical session using Bolt, but I'll give it again here. So let's create a website. Let's say create me a website. Create me a website for a online education platform called, you know what, let's just create a website for Edutou itself. Edutou. And I want the website to have a course list saying a 7-day workshop that will be starting from 15th of March till 22nd of March. You know what? The primary color of Editor is orange, right? So let's just give that too as well. Use the primary color of the color. Use orange as the primary color of the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click enter. As you can see, it started generating the code in a fraction of a second. You can see this. So it has created an app. It has created a file called app.tsx and index.css, main.tsx, and plenty of other files as well. So you can see here first it installs the dependencies, which is npm install. So for the people who are wondering what npm is, it's called Node Package Manager. We'll be covering that in the next session, or we'll try to cover it as much. We'll try to cover it today, but if not possible, we'll cover it in the next session. We'll teach you people on what is the use of npm. We'll teach you people how to install dependencies according to your requirements, etc. Actually, it has already generated me the website. I didn't even notice. You guys can see it here. Okay. It has created a very simple UI. It's very user friendly actually. You can see the workshop syllabus, introduction to core concepts, advanced techniques. I didn't even say to do this, but it has done it. Okay, that's nice. It has used orange as a primary color actually. See? And it says transform your skills in 7 days, the workshop, enroll now. Nice. So you know what? Let's just enhance it a bit more. Yeah. So according to Bolt, there it has many plans actually. So the plans so the plans are hello. Am I visible now? Am I audible? Okay. Okay, guys. Is the screen visible now? Let me get some thumbs up if my screen is visible. Okay. Okay. Nice. So we're just waiting for this landing page to get over. Let's just retry. Okay. It's actually creating it again. Okay. You can see here that the code has added a constant term called testimonials. It has variables such as name, role. It has actually inserted an image. It has inserted a text. It has multiple testimonials, as you can see here. There's a guy called Sarah Johnson. There's another, there was another person called uh, Michael Chen. So what is a landing page for a website in the first place? So for the people who don't know what is a landing page, so the landing page is more of like an introduction page for the website. So it generally when whatever the website is, the landing page will obviously give a small introduction about what the website is about, and it'll give you the previous projects that they have done, or the previous clients that they have worked on. So it's the bold says that it has detected two problems. We'll just attempt to fix it. Yeah, okay, there's a component error. Component error in the sense. Okay. So it has updated the navigation bar and also it is updating the footer bar of the website. Okay, there you go. There's our website. This is viewed in full screen. As you guys can see, there's a thing called watch demo. There's courses section and it has our 7-day workshop listed out over there. And it has also given a small syllabus as well. As you can see, it has given a curriculum. Day 1 introduction to core concepts, day 2 techniques, practical sessions, etc. So this is how easy it is for you people to develop a website and deploy it right away. Actually, Bolt itself can deploy a website in just a click. Right now, guys, you know what? Let's just deploy this website. What do you say? Let me get some interaction in the chat. What do you say? Let's just deploy this website. Deploy in the sense you people can access this website in your device right now, right here. At this very moment, you people can do it. What do you say? We deploy it? Should we deploy it, guys? Come on. Okay. I see 2 people. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to click this blue button, which says deploy. I click it. It says deploying this application. It says it's building the application. And once the build is over, it will start deploying it in Netlify. So for the people who don't know what Netlify is a hosting platform. So what is a hosting platform? What is hosting in first place? So hosting is nothing. It's nothing you have to think about. See, hosting is something when you're developing a website, it is visible to your local machine. It is only visible to the computer that the files are in. But the people who don't use your computers, for the people who don't have the files of your website, how can they view it? That's where hosting comes into play. That's where internet comes into play. Hosting is like a process of setting a website or giving or publishing a website into the internet so that the other people around the world can access your website. Right now, the deployment process is over. This deployment process is over. You can see it here. The deployment process is over. It says I've initiated deployment process. Let me check the deployment status. Your site has been successfully deployed. You can view it. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab. And yeah, there you go. The site is live. For the people who wants to check it in your own in your own computers, I'll send this link in the chat box right away. You can check it. What do you guys say? Is this stuff? You people think this is stuff? You know, people with basic English knowledge can literally build a website and deploy it in within 10 minutes. That's how easy it is to develop a website in today's age. Is the website visible in your devices, guys? Yes, yes. So what do you think? Is this stuff? No? Is this stuff? I don't think so. If you know how to speak English, if you have basic sentence making skill, you can actually make a website and deploy it within 10 minutes, right? Isn't that true? So just forget about, just forget the fear. Just stop having the fear of, I don't know coding. How can I build a website? Just stop having those thoughts. We have to use tools like this so that we can improve our productivity, so that we can also learn in a faster rate. Okay, guys, I'll hand over the session to Sujan again. He'll continue, people. He'll continue with all the other uh, processes and everything. Thank you for in. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hello, people. I'm back. Am I audible to all of you? Yes. So let me share the window and continue the bold deployment process, right? So give me a minute. I'm logging with my ID. Yes. So we are back. We are back to bold.new, right? So all of you can watch this bold.new page, right? Put +1 in the chat section if you are able to watch. Put +1. We need a lot of +1s in the chat section, right? Yes. Yes. Good. So we are here developing this website, and Nasser has made this website as very interactive as possible, and I think this is very user friendly design, right? So Bolt has made this. So what to do next, right? So I'm going to get this code, download it in the VS Code, or I'm going to edit this code, right? How to do this, like how to edit all these files, right? So that's where we need to use our own knowledge, and that's where we need to learn, right? So I'm going to like download this, and I'm going to give my access like account. I'm going to log in with the Bolt account, right? So once I logged on into my account, I can see two things. Nasir has already showed you the deployment process using Netlify, right? Everyone, you people are able to open the Netlify application within your mobiles or desktop and able to watch the websites, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this export button and I'm going to download the code, right? Once I have downloaded the code, the zip file, you can extract the zip file in the download section, right? So this is my project, the project I have created with Bolt. So now I'm going to VS Code. I'm have to navigate the file. So I think all of you have installed Visual Studio Code within your computers, right? So put +1 in the chat section, or just give some thumbs up, or raise your hands if you have done. How many of you people have this VS Code within your computers? All of you, right? All of you are trying with me, right? So what you have to do in VS Code, you have to open a folder. You can see here. When I click the open folder, in the downloads, I have saved the project. See, you can see the folder as extracted. So I'm going to click the project and I'm going to select the folder, right? Once I have selected the folder, I got my folder in the VS Code, right? So this is how the simple, right? So I'm going to navigate to the app.txx. So now I have everything, but I don't have these packages. This is what yesterday some of the people were asking about npm, right? Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell the npm install node, like npm install, right? You can open this terminal by clicking terminal, and you can click new terminal to get the terminal, right? So you can do that. So I have given npm install the PC, the command prompt, like the terminal is running the command, which is npm install. So you people can install your React libraries by clicking, giving the command npm install to the terminal, and you can get all the packages installed. But how do these computers know what are the packages required to install? Like what are the packages that Bolt has used? We don't know. But how do this computer identify, our local machine identify that some other tool in websites have used Bolt? They have used their different packages, right? So how those packages are utilized in the VS Code, that we have to see, right? So when we come across the files, you can see something called package.json, right? So this package file will contain all the dependencies what the Bolt has used, and what are all the developer dependencies these are the libraries, like these are the plugins which the Bolt tool have used for the development. So all these tools, all these libraries should be there to run the website. That is the main point, right? So one should install these tools to run the website, right? So for the purpose, we are installing npm install. So let the website will getting installed in the VS Code, right? So once you done with npm install, what you can do, you can tell the terminal to run our website. So I'm going to give npm run dev. Dev in the sense is developer mode. So I'm going to give this npm run dev. So you can see white framework is already running, and we are covering this white framework today. So this white framework is a specifically react front end tool framework, where it will be very useful for the development purpose and all, right? So when I click this link, I can click this link and show you how the website is, right? Let me show you. See, the exact same website what we got in bolt .new, we got in here also, right? We got the same website admitted in the local host also, right? So how this happened in a minute of time, right? That is really a great achievement by the bold developers and all. So this is how AI is helping you people to do the website development. Now can I sell this editor website to the company? How much will you pay if I sell this website? Guys, people from you can enter the price quotings for this, right? People can enter price, some of the price for this. How much would I sell this website for? People, why are you not responding? Am I audible to all of you? Am I is my screen visible? Am I audible to all of you? Yes, I am audible. Okay. Balaji is giving 2000. Ramani is giving 10,000. Vinay is giving 1500. Tarun Ramesh is giving 3 to 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 3,000, 5K, 100, 1,000. Okay, that's good. That's a random amount of quoting. Okay, fine. I'll upset on this. So the price that I can give this website for the clients for this initial development, if I have done this in VS Code, huh? Like how much price will I go for? See, I have subsections in the website, and this is not made using HTML and CSS, as you know. We are not using HTML, CSS static files here. We are using React, the world's like largest library in website development, and it is very tough, and it is very tough to develop a website, and people are struggling out there to create websites within days of time. But using AI tools, we can develop in minutes of time. But people who develops with React will get paid lot of amount usually when compared to basic developers like HTML and CSS developers. So we can quote this website somewhere around 8K to 12K. That is the average price range of this website when you sell this in India. And consider the company as a startup, like you are selling this editor website for a startup. It can go around 8K to 12K. But the same website, if you develop this and if you add some perfect content with this, where you can add the content, you can go to source, you can go to pages, and you can navigate the course pages, landing pages and all, where content will be there, right? See, you can see this is the content. So you can change this content and change this content according to the client. And if you do this perfect things, and if you connect these enroll now button to the some of the little bit of backend, and if you click this when user click on enroll now, it should be able to redirect into the enroll page. So if you do all of this within the JavaScript and all, right, it uses like we can give it around 20K if the backends can actually work, right? So that is somewhere around Indian startup averagely pays. What in the case of overseas client, right? What in the case of overseas client, right? I mean the abroad clients. So those people will definitely pay above 25K to somewhere around 40K for the same website. If you do, if you have done this within a 1 day of time, right? but you should find your clients first. That's the main issue in the IT field. No companies, no startup companies is going to believe a beginner web developer for doing their websites. That is the biggest problem in the IT sector. So you should find your clients in a way such that you should have a great portfolio of some example websites that you have developed, and you should have some of the work that you have done previously for any other clients. It may be your known circles, it may be your some of your relatives or your friends. You should develop some of the websites for free for your relatives and friends. So you can put those websites into your portfolio resume, and you can show other private limited companies and get a client done, right? So this is how you can approach a client as a web developer, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change some of the content, and I'm going to show the structures of the React which I got in the VS Code, right? So let's see how the structure looks like. My screen is zoomed in. I feel all of you can see this file structure big now. So I have this project file. When I click this project file, I got some of the modules here, right? So these are the files inside the project, and these are the folders inside the project. These are the subfolders. So I got something called white.config.js, like tsconfig, tsconfig, tailwind config, postjs config, package.log.json, index.html. All the files here are the package files. Like I have already told you about the package.json. So someone can define this package.json here, like what it told in, from the previous, like from past 5 minutes. So what is package.json, right? People, I need answers from you. What is package.json? I told it 2 minutes ago, right? Like, I think more than 100 people are here in the meet. Like, what is package.json? It defines the library. Santosh says it stores dependencies. Library, okay. Iqbal says it stores library, okay. Okay, fine. People, any other definitions? Any other definitions? What package.json is exactly? Vignesh says it's a library also. Okay. Okay, let me give a perfect example for this package.json. Package.json is a file where it can contain libraries, where it can contain dependencies, where it can contain developer dependencies, where it can contain plugins, versions of the plugins, where it can contain the script which we are going to use while we are running the website, and where it can contain the name, the version, the type, everything that defined in a website, everything that defined in a website, right? So all the particular information, you can consider this as a Aadhaar card for the website. So simply package.json will contain the biometrics, the eye scan, like all your fingerprints, like all the necessary QR code, visual IDs, Aadhaar IDs, everything related to a person will be there in the Aadhaar card, right? So all those files will be saved here like a Aadhaar card for the entire website. So all the necessary information that you'll get from package.json. Are you clear with package.json? Right? Put +1 in the chat section. Meanwhile, we got it out. Which library we have to install for tailwind.css? Yes, you can use tailwind.css as a separate file, or you can use tailwind within React as Santosh has replied already. You can give npm install tailwind, and you can use tailwind within tsx or jsx files, or you can use tailwind.css as separate file, right? So tsx means TypeScript with XML, and JSX means JavaScript with XML. So those are two different languages combined together to come up with a new programming language, right? So are you clear with package.json? Plus ones, or give some thumbs ups, or you can raise your hand if you are clear with package.json, or anyone of you having any doubts about package.json, just let me know now. We'll clear this package and we'll go to the next file structure, right? So another thing that we have to tell, have you installed like node.js? Because yesterday I shown you a file called node.js, right? So only if you install node.js in your computer, it will run like it will run the React, right? So where you can see this is the node.js installation file. Yes, so this is the setup. So you can see the setup and you can click next and you can install this. I have already installed in my computer. That's why React works. So you can install this before like having your React files, running your React files within the VS Code. Right? Done. So now after package.json, we are going to index.html and we have another file called package.log.json. So this is a file where it usually have the same version of package, but it logs all the dependencies within the not negotiable values. So it has the version control, it have the endpoint URLs where the package should be, and it is something related to package.json. You can take both of these as a similar files. And we have something called index.html, right? So in the starting of the session itself, I have told you about the HTML, I have told you about the header file, I have told you about the body tag, and we have learned yesterday detailedly about how to code in HTML and what are the basics of HTML that can connect with CSS, right? So HTML is the index of a website. So where it can contain the title of the website, you can see this title is printed here, right? So you can see this title is printed in the localhost. So whenever you have the title here, it will come within the here. See, whenever I hover the tab, you can see white plus React plus TS, right? So if I go to HTML and if I change this like Edutou, EDUTOU skill academy, right? So I have changed this to Editor Skill Academy. Now it should be changed, right? See, you can if I hover there, it is showing me like Editor Skill Academy, right? So this is where we use the title of title tag in the HTML file. So you can use HTML file to define the titles. You can use HTML file to link the CSS. Here you can see in the body tag they have linked the JavaScript file into the HTML because yes, the TypeScript file in the HTML, right? So this is also one of the index file within the React repository. So then you can see about three things: tailwind.config.js, post.css.config.js, and tailwind like tsconfig.app.json. Right. So these are the three files where it contains the information about the tailwind version, like where it should apply the actual JavaScript, TypeScript, XML, JavaScript, XML, and TypeScript XML files, and where it should apply the all the necessary root file, and everything will be stored in the index.html, right? So it is the one the tailwind config.js have detailedly telling and explaining about the default export content where the style should be applied. Simply where the tailwind css config style should be applied, that will be shown in this config.js. And we have some of the files, blah 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 files. We don't need to know about this very detailed. Whenever you come across these files, we have these subfolders inside the folder, right? So these folders define the entire project, right? So whenever go inside this src that is called as source file, you have lot of subfolders as well as subfiles, right? So app.txs is one of the main file that runs the React. Index.css is here, main.tsx is here, white.env.d.ts is here. So these are the coding files, right? So like 2 minutes ago I told about what is tsx, right? So someone can just type in the chat what is tsx, what is tsx. Someone can type what is ts, what does ts stands for. People people I need some energy, right? So whenever you people reply with the comments, or whenever people give some like reactions or give some plus ones in the chat, I'll be able to continue the session, right? So for me, can you give plus one in the chat section to continue the session? Give plus ones in the chat. Yes, Tarun and Santosh told that tsx is types. Okay, plus ones, we need a lot of plus ones to run the session. Fuel is empty, plus ones fill the fuel, right? Just fill some fuel for good. Good. Uh, Thank you. Everyone is attentive. I am happy for this. Everyone is attentive. I am happy for this. So let's go into the source folder and let's dive deep, right? So app.txs is a TypeScript file. file where it contains JavaScript as well as HTML tags. So this will make our file structure confused. uh, JavaScript and XML combines with HTML to give us a file called TSX, right? So in this file, we'll have lot of definitions, and we'll have the routing files, like what are the main routes of the website, and how does the website start, and what is the landing page, and which page should show to the customers first, right? So when we come to the website, the main page, which is the landing page, only shows us to the client in the website, right? So we have to define that router path, which is landing page, where the landing page will be shown to the users whenever they come to the website first, right? So that we have to define here as well. So another thing, we have the sub pages after the landing page, and that will be shown like consequently after the landing page definition, right? So we have the index.txs where it connects the styles. We have mine.txs where it can connect the tsx file and import statements from other files also. So we have something called white.env.t.ds, right? So this is a client, like where it refers the white clients, and it's just a supporting file to run this app.txs, right? So now let's dig some more deeper. Within the project, we have project. Within the project, we have source. Within the source, we have pages. We have course pages and landing pages as well. So within the pages, we have this like page like course page. In the course page, we have all the content related to course file, right? So that is the one where the content will be like shown in shown to the customers, right? And we have landing page also. In the landing page, you can see there are a lot of JSON files constantly exporting the content. If change this name like Michael Chen to I can give some name in the chat section, or I can just give Mohammed Nasser, right? Yeah. Yes, I have given as Mohammed Nasser, product manager. So, okay, product manager should be there. No need to worry. So we can come to the website, and you can see Mohammed Nasser as product manager. We have just now changed this, right? So the content will be changed dynamically to the website. This is the key, right? And sorry for the photo. He's not Nasser, but the board gave one default photo. So sorry about that. So next, we have all the content constantly exporting from the landing page.tsx, where it shows the files, right? So these file structures exactly define the React, and these are the components which we have. In usually in HTML, like we have something called footer and neighbor section in the header file, right? But in the components, we have footer.tsx and neighbor.txs within the components file structure itself. So these footer.tsx and neighbor.tsx are the one which defines the content inside the neighbor and footer. And remember, whenever you create a new page, like there is courses page and landing page, right? So if I create a new page called call us or contact us page, I can import this neighbor and footer just using a tag here. You can watch the tags here, and you can import the content. Once you imported the content, it will work like as usual, the neighbor and the footer content, right? So that's how we should do this. So are you clear about this components, pages, source, project directory within a React file? Put +1 in the chat if you are clear about this. We have a doubt. Okay. We can change the code and it updates in the website in the current time itself. Yes, exactly. So whenever you do this in a local host, it will updated in the local host, right? The fifth day, we have a live like website building session for you, as we show you like as we mentioned in the syllabus. We have a fifth day is a live workshop for website development, right? So in the website development, we'll deploy a website in the live server, and we'll make a changes in the local host, and the live server within the world wide web will also change according to the same time. So that's I will show you detailedly in the fifth day. 5th class, right? But whenever you edit the code in the navbar, it will automatically change in the preview panel. That is our website's localhost also. And note that this is not in like World Wide Web. This is in localhost. So this website is in localhost where people only with my network can access. Like I'm connected a network here, right? So this Wi-Fi network people can only access this localhost file. Another one like who can access this is the one who I can give their IP address allow in my computer, and I can share this website to them also. So that can be done. But people in World Wide Web, if I send this local host in the in the chat section, and if I tell you to click the website, it won't opens, right? So that's the one issue in localhost. And people uh, do their development process live in the code editor to make their code standard. Then they will upload this localhost into Netlify, Versal, or Hostinger. Even you have heard a name called GoDaddy, right? So all those files are the one, all those files, all those tools are the one which will be helpful while we are hosting a website, right? So yes, we are done with the React file structures, right? You have any kind of doubts, let me know, right? You have any kind of doubts, let me know. Put plus one in the chat section if you are able to move to the next section. If you have any doubts regarding the structures in React, let me know, right? Okay. Yes, Praveen asked me to recall once again. Yeah, I will give a quick 60 seconds recall. So this is the project structure in React where we have all the projects together, all the files and subfolders together to be here. So in this, we have four subfolders and we have lot of subfiles, right? This is folders and this is files, right? We have package.json and package.json related files to store the dependencies, dev scripts, dev dependencies. All of those are the libraries, icons, which are stored within the package.json. And we have a config files where it can help us to navigate to the style.css config files where it can help to the React code, right? And we have a source file where all the content of the website will be stored within the React repository. So components pages are the two subfolder within the source file, and we have app.css, index.css, and main.tsx, where these files are the one which are mandatory to run a React file. And in app.tsx we can mention the workflow, landing page, content page one by one, which will be used in the directory, right? And inside the components you'll be having the footer and navbar, where those are the files which supports the basic website functionalities, right? So this is the quick recall of the React structures. Do we have any other doubt? When I'm doing post css config.js option, it didn't came. Like, okay, whenever doing with Bolt, I think you didn't got this post css config.js, right? So this is a file which will be like not mandatory one. They are the supporting files. Like only for the only for the functions, are the only for the some of the libraries which use some of the tailwind icons. You will be able to see the file called tailwind config.js and postcss.config.js, right? Yes, we are done with the doubt. Are we good to go to the next tool? We have covered. Yes, done. Let's go for the. We have any other doubt? Okay, what's the need for local host? And it is mandatory for all the website creation. Yes, only if you develop your website using localhost, you'll be able to host it in a live server, right? Okay. Okay, Brahmani asked which libraries are needed to use this post CSS config.js. Like libraries which include Tailwind CSS icons will have this post CSS.config.js. Okay, we are done. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next tool what we have shown to you in the PPT. We have done with Versal and we have done with bold.new. Now we are moving into Lovable. So Lovable is a tool that is very similar to bold.new, but it gives the best style and all, right? So I am navigating to lovable.dev, which is an very good application developed by the team. So this lovable is an application where it will be very useful to generate websites, same as bold.new. You should know these tools working alternatively. When one doesn't work, you should one work generate the website with one. Like we should not trust always a single tool, right? Because this is a field of area where every day they give some updates. Using those updates, everything will change. Even React has lot of updates, lot of versions. So today if we have a version called React SDK 55, we have some lot of syntax is there. We have learned all the syntax from past 5 or 6 years in the SDK 55 version. And if we have a update tonight, 56 comes. In the 56th version, everything changes. They will change the syntax. They will update the module. They will update the method of typing the code, everything. And from scratch, we have to again learn the syntax. From scratch, we have to again learn the new type of code for the new versions. So that's the problem in like fastly growing coding and developing languages. So this is a general problem for all the IT industry people, right? So that's why we don't even trust only single tools, but we have a lot of tools with us to be accessible for all the time, right? So let's create let's type this lovable.dev. Let's type this lovable.dev to create one of the website, one of the new website, right? So people, some of you can type any prompt in the chat section, so I'll be able to copy the prompt and I'll be able to type it, right? People, are you, am I audible to all of you first? Am I audible to all of you? Yes. Yeah, you can type a prompt. You can type a prompt. You can tell this lovable to generate a website. I can copy the prompt and I will paste to the lovable dev. Yes. Website for diffuse AI with advanced features. Okay. I'll copy this. I'm going to paste here. Right. So website for diffuse AI with advanced features. I'm going to do this. Right. So I have imported the, like I have given the command and it is telling me to give sign in. I'll make the sign in process within a minute. Yes. So people, I'm going to give this dev. Let's see, website for diffuse AI with advanced features, and I'm going to add some of the. Okay, the prompt has already sent. Are you able to watch the prompt screen in my in your window? Are you able to able to watch the prompt screen? Are you able to watch the tool? Yes. Okay. I'm giving the command. Okay, good. Thank you. Yes. People, am I audible to all of you? Is my screen visible to you? Is my screen visible to you? Not visible? Okay. Okay. So the lovable.dev has given me this code once after I done with my like, is the screen not visible? Is the screen not visible? Okay, Vinay is asking, like all these are free, paid, or else there is any other alternatives? Yes, Vinay, like you will get like lot of accounts you have to make in your Chrome tab. In one account you will get free for 1 day, like you can use some of the credits for all the days, like so you can use one account for a day and another account for a day, so you can use like that. And you can use the same account for multiple days if you are using if you are generating each one website for each one account, right? Is my screen visible now? Is the issue solved now? Put +1 in the chat section. Yes, my screen is visible. Good. So now let's copy this code it has given. Let's see how it's going to look like, right? So let's do this. Okay. Am I audible now? All of you? Okay. Sorry for the interruption. We just got a network issue, right? So, okay. The lovable.dev gave us the code file, and let's see how this is going to look a preview, right? So it's still generating the design aspiration, and it's going to develop a lot of design elements within the code file, right? So let's see how this code file is going to look like, and we'll make sure this preview comes out of this, right? Still generating the index.css. Yes. So while this lovable.dev generate the code for my company called Diffuse AI, let's see how this we can connect this and all, right? How many of you people here know about GitHub previously? How many of you people here know about GitHub? Okay. Okay. Even if you don't know, no worries. We'll be covering on the fifth day while we are using Git and GitHub connections to install cloning the application, website application from the web. People, you can use this lovable.dev from your computer and you can try it out the code connection and all. So we have a small network issue. Sorry for the interruption. We are really apologizing for this. So once this is done, we can move to the next content, right? But we are getting this reload issue. Yeah. So okay. Meanwhile, it is going to develop the this in a code. You can ask all your doubts now. I will be able to solve this. You can ask your doubts to me. All the doubts you have in your mind, you can ask to the chat section, or will be able to unmute yourself in the meet, right? Tutorial for dropping text animations. Definitely will show you the tutorials, right? So you people can unmute now and you can speak to me, uh, right? You can unmute now and you can ask your doubts if you have any kind of doubts with the development design. Recall about npm. Okay. So npm is node package manager where it can able to download libraries from the React function, right? You can use npm install package.json to install all the tools listed in package, right? So usually we know that package contain the library, right? So you can give npm install package.json to install all the libraries that are listed in the package. So that's why we use npm. There is another thing called npx. So npx is the one, it can also install the packages. So you can use both npm and npx, right? Yes. Yeah. Bolt you need to recall once again. Yes. Okay, fine. I will show you the bolt tool. Yes. So this is the bolt where you can give the prompt here about any website that you need, and you can type the prompt how exactly the website you need, and what in what color you need, what color theme, and what are the text that you need to place inside the website. All of that you can type here and you can give enter to the bolt. So it will give an output of a website where you can use the website in the uh, own purpose like localhost development, or you can directly deploy this from here. That you can be done. Explain about run npm run dev. Npm run dev is a command where it can help your websites to start in the dedicated localhost terminal. Nothing, that is going to give output of your website. Npm is going to get the output of your website. Okay, right. Krishnamurthy is asking, Figma has demand in the market currently. Yes, Figma is a tool where it can be useful to design the websites, but not will be not able to develop the websites. We are not able to develop the code without Figma Premium. But nowadays there are a lot of tools even in the Figma where it can be able to turn the Figma designs into code. That is also available. That is we are covering on fifth day, right? Figma has good demand in the market currently. Any open doubts, people?
Bro,
Yes.
can you
Yes, you're
once
on.
again recall this process of extracting this code from Bolt to this
VS Code.
VS Code? VS Code, yeah.
Okay, that can be done. So here you can see this export button, right? You can export this button and you can click the download where you can download the zip file, or you can click this and open in Stack Blitz. That is the second option. So you can do this option and you can get this code directly in the VS Code like terminal in the online itself, and you can upload this code into your GitHub also. Okay. So once you're done with this, you will be able to download the code from GitHub, or you can just simply click export button and download this folder, and here you can see the zip file, right? So go to the zip file navigated file and you can just click this and give the extract all. So you can give the extract button. So once your extraction is done, a new file will be open named project, right? So go to VS Code and click file open folder, and open folder you can go to the downloads and you can see this is the latest downloaded file. So I'm going to navigate within the project and I'm going to select the folder. That's it. Downloading the zip file and importing in the VS Code. Are you clear with this?
Okay, bro. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's see. So here we have this blank page. I think this is the one which V0 like the lovable has given to us, right? So when we come across this index.css, we can see we have mentioned here lovable is mentioned. Open your blank app, right? Start building your amazing project here, right? So this is mentioned in the index.css. So once we see the preview, we have the preview here, but we are not asking this slide. So these are the some of the demerits and disadvantages of the tools where it will not give proper responses with your proper network. I am facing a network issue. You can try using this tool in your local machine or even your laptop. That will be helpful, right? Done. Are you done with this lovable versal and even netlify like no, lovable versal and bolt? Let's go to the fourth tool that we have mentioned, and we have some more topics to cover, right? So the fourth tool is idx.dev. This is the one where you can use VS Code in online itself. There is no need to download in the local machine. So this is the file this is the VS Code like online VS Code, editable VS Code in the Chrome. You are not required to download the VS Code in your computer, and you are not required to use all the code files within this, right? So in this idx.dev, where we have lot of functions, so I'm going to give uh, get started, right? We have it out how to combine CSS and HTML code. Okay, I will show you in the end. Please stay till the end. So you can give the same process to use this idx.dev. So I'm going to just give continue. So it is saying that start building your app in the cloud, right? So I'm going to build an React app, but I'm going to use import from a project, import from an existing project, so that I can done the repo from the GitHub, or you can import your GitHub files. So I'm going to create a new Next.js or Node Express project, or you can just go into the all templates. So I'm going to create this simple HTML project in the VS Code, right? So my I'm going to name the app as uh, new Edutou, right? So I'm going to click on create, right? So it is setting up the workspace, it is setting up the environment, and it's I have to build the environment, and it's going to finalize for the project repository. So in this we have AI enabled within the idx.dev, where you will be able to use everything online, right? Even here you can see the same terminal related to VS Code we have, right? So in this index.html, you can see we have some of the code already done here. Whenever you open this index.html, you will get the code output in the panel automatically. We are no need to have the extension also, right? So here you can see this is the best tool available online where you can edit your code, right? People you may like some of the people you may have used the online C program compilers and online Python program compilers, right? Where you can go to Chrome or Google and you can type C program compiler, and you'll be using a compiler online where you can type the C code and you can get the output there, right? Same thing, but you can do it for multiple of files in this idx.dev, and you can get lot of outputs in a simple panel. Like you'll be not required to download all those things, or you'll be not able to in the C compiler there will be only one file you can use, and there will be only limited amount of libraries that you can install. You can't install all the libraries, and you can't install all the dependencies that you need. But in this idx.dev you can install whatever dependencies that will be able you need to use in the project, and you can start using here, right? So you can edit your code here in the idx.dev, right? So this is the fourth tool that I have to cover for you people. So there is lot of things in this. You can connect your Firebase, Google Firebase. You can connect Gemini API. You can connect Google Maps. All the features included here by the Google. So and officially this idx.dev project is made by the Google. So Google supports this project. So they have the license for this, and they will support all the organizational like applications inside the folder, where it will be easy to integrate with the other programs as well, right? So this is the fourth tool that I have to cover for you guys, right? So yes, I am done with the four tools covering. Do you have any doubts within the four tools? How to download the file in lovable.dev? Yes. So you can make this code to GitHub and you can download from there, or you can publish this. You can do this, and once it goes to GitHub, once you connect to GitHub, you can publish in GitHub. In GitHub, you will have a button called download code, and you can click on download zip file. That's how you can download your files from lovable.dev. Done. Done. Any other doubts? Someone you have asked how to connect CSS and HTML, right? I will show you a live demo. So here we have style.css, right? So I'm going to add some of the style.css. I'm going to give one universal selector, and I'm going to open a bracket. In this bracket, I'm going to define h1, or after the bracket, I'm going to define h1, right? So in the h1, I'm going to define color. So color is blue, right? So I have defined this. So this is style.css. Now in the index.html page, I have to define that link CSS, right? So in this link CSS, I have defined link style.css with this, and we'll be having a linkage to the thing, right? So when code doesn't work with linking HTML, CSS and HTML, CSS differently, you have one other best option to do. That is, you can have your style CSS tag within the body tag itself. You can create a style tag, right? So within this style tag, you can mention your h1 style. So after the inside the body tag, you can show in the style, you can have this h1 defined, right? So now instead of defining all these things, all this code manually, what I am going to do, I'm going to copy this index.html, and I'm heading up to I'm not going to Cody now, I'm going to chatgpt.com, right? So in the chatgpt, and I'm going to tell it to give this, I need an simple CSS code for this HTML page. So I'm going to give this command. You can see ChatGPT will give you one basic CSS file for this, right? So I'm going to copy this CSS, and I'll be heading back to index.html, and I'll be pasting here in the style.css, right? So once you paste this in the style.css, you can see here, and you should have changed this. Yes. So once I click refresh, I will get the hello world, right? So this is changed by the style. So when I go to the style, and when I click on the color, I can change it to whatever color I need. Yes. So here I have the blue color, right? This is how you can link your HTML, CSS. Nothing, just click link, and it pop-up appears, and you can click link CSS, and you can click enter. Everything will be done automatically, right? Done. Okay, yes. So we have covered all the four tools. Do you have any other specific doubts with you? I can answer any kind of doubts, and we'll be ending up the session within few minutes. People, I need plus ones from you. A lot of plus ones. If the session today was very informative, and if it a lot of informations, and if you understood the session today, good, put plus ones in the chat. How much would you rate the session today? How much will you rate the session for out of 10? Uh, Out of 10? Wow. Infinite. Wow. 10. Okay. Good. A lot of 10s. 10 out of 10. Mhm. Thank you. Okay, thank you guys for attending today's session. If you have any specific doubts, please let me know in the chat section. I'm ready to answer all of your doubt openly. If you have any doubts from the previous session also, you can ask me. If you have like if you didn't attend yesterday's sessions and if you're not understanding any one of the bit, you can ask me now and I'll be able to show you or I'll be able to clarify your doubts. Or if you don't have any doubts, you can uh, leave the meet and we will be concluding today's meet. And I think today is Sunday, even we got 130 plus strength today recorded. It was great to have you people here even Sunday also. Go and have your dinner if you didn't have still. Go and have your dinner and have a great Sunday, a great weekend ahead. You have a good time to sleep, right? So go and get some great sleep and have some peaceful mind. We'll meet you tomorrow with 1 hour session. We don't have 2 hours tomorrow. So we'll be having only 1 hour session tomorrow. In weekdays, we'll be having one, and in weekends, we'll be having two. So by this Saturday, we'll be ending our session, right? I told you about the eighth day. Eighth day is a surprise to all of you, and stay tuned for the surprise. The people will be people who shows their fullest attention will be getting a lot of prizes over through. The team is always monitoring the chat section. Always they are monitoring everything what is happening within the class, right? Okay, thank you, thank you people for attending the class. Bye. Have a great day ahead. If you have any doubts, you can ask me or you can leave the meet. Thank you for joining today. Okay, you'll be shared the recording class as well. You'll be having a recording class as well. We'll share the recording class within 1 hour. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Hariharan. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, Krishnamurthy, Tarun, Barani, Akash, Monish, Balaji. Thank you, Brahmani. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Tarun, Mahesh. Okay, if you are not in the group, you can join the group, people. You can click the navigation link from the Google Forms response, right? If you have any screenshot, you can come from the Google site. We can send the message link. WhatsApp. Yeah. So Nasir will share the WhatsApp groups link. If you don't have the link, you can join from here. FSF0101, which is cohort 1.0, that is the group name. So if you don't have the link of the group, you can will put you in the chat section. You can join from here, right? Yes, link is on the way. Thank you, Iqbal. Thank you, Arfat Khan. Thank you, Mahesh. Thank you, everyone. Yes, you can use this link to join the WhatsApp if you don't have. Got this? Someone asked, right? Yeah, Crystal Sweetie. Yes, you can join the WhatsApp group using the link, right? Okay, we are done. We are done today. Bye, people. Have a good dinner. And don't forget the assignment. We'll be sharing the mini task with you within few minutes of time. Please have a eye on the group. Everything will be announced there itself. So have an eye and attend your workshops. Mini task and daily attend your workshops regularly. Like you'll be able to gain lot of information though, right? So use your time wisely. You can ask a lot of doubts during the session. I'll be very available. But after the session, I don't know I'll be available or not, right? So you can make the personal DMs less, or you can chat in the group. Like you can ask for open doubts. Team will help you, right? So tomorrow I will give a content overview. Tomorrow we'll be covering out of the backend, a little bit of backend, which is Flask using Python. How many people here know Python? How many people here know basics of Python? Put +1 in the chat. We still have 50 plus people in the group. Okay, okay. That's already a lot of you have already know the basics of Python. Good. Okay, don't no worries. Then if you know a little bit of Python, you'll be able to do some of the things. Good. Okay, then tomorrow will be your day, because we are going to teach you anyway. We are going to teach you some of the basics of Python tomorrow. Tutor will join tomorrow, and they will teach what is exact thing of the Python and what they're going to use. What are the frameworks which are necessary to run the backend, which is the Flask backend, which will be able to use there. So how to connect HTML, CSS with Flask, and how to store a database and all, everything will be teach to you tomorrow with the Flask backend applications. And day after tomorrow, you'll be having a database session by one of the tutor, where you can gain knowledge how to save the database live in the localhost. And after the day, you'll be having a full stack development workshop, like full stack development website review. So again, I'll be coming there to show you to build a full stack website within hour of time. And then the last day, which is Friday, you'll be having a session where you'll be learning about AI enhancements tools, end of the program. And like after this, you'll be having one of the eighth day, which is special day. We'll let you know on the Friday, like the last day. Will let you know about that. Yes, after this workshop, I am not sure about this, Vinay. Yes, I'm not sure about this. After this FSF0101 workshop, there might be some of the courses releasing by the Edutou Skill Academy officially. Stay tuned in their website. They'll be releasing the courses. You can join from there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye, people. Thanks for staying till now, and we are going to end the meet. Bye. See you tomorrow.